Hi, Kyle here. I'd like to show you how to set an out-of-office message in Outlook. Since there are a couple different versions of Office, I'm going to start with the web version first. So to go to the web version, you go to office.com. It's easy as that. A little shortcut for you there already. But once you're in here, go down to, on the left-hand panel, to Outlook. I've got mine in dark mode. Yours may be more bright in your version of Outlook. And once you're into Outlook, go up to the top right corner where the cog window is. There we go. This guy. And you get a slew of different settings. One of those is called automatic replies. So you can use automatic replies to let others know when you're on vacation or unavailable to respond to email. You can set it to start and stop at a specific time. Otherwise, it'll continue until you turn it off, which is really nice. I really like being able to toggle this on and say, hey, I'm only going to be out for 2 days. So let's say if I'm going to be out, let's say I'm just going to be out tomorrow. That sounds nice. So let's click on this day. I know this is in the past, but this is tomorrow to me. So I'm going to be out tomorrow. So I'm probably going to put my out of office to be this evening. So maybe and the people I email often, it's often that they'll email me like at 2 or 3 or 4 o'clock, and they're expecting an email tomorrow. So I want to set the expectation that I won't be able to answer it until Monday, even this afternoon. Even though I could answer it hopefully if it's 3 o'clock, if it's a quick one, I can get to it. But I'd kind of like them to go ahead and get that email saying, hey, Kyle's out of office tomorrow. So if you're asking for something for you tomorrow, you won't be able to. So I'm going to start my out of office tonight at 3:30 and let it go until tomorrow, or actually around 3:30 as well. Because if I'm getting an email at 3:30 p.m., they're usually not expecting me on a Friday to get it. So it all depends on the expectations of the people who you receive emails from. So maybe if you're getting emails from the public, then maybe it's a little different expectation. But you can also say if you want these to be sent, this auto reply to be sent outside of your organization. So currently I've got that unchecked. Most of my customers are internal. It's all of you. And so I don't have a lot of external people emailing me as an admin, right? So, but if you do, then maybe you set a reply outside your organization, and you can even have it say something different. Because they're worse. You can set a different message that would go out to the public that says if it's out of tn.gov, this is what it says differently to them. To where if you wanted to be a little more specific, you can to the internal folks. But if it's for the external, maybe you want to give them another email address for them to reply to. As far as best practices go, provide the next best contact. So if I'm not here, you can talk to Jamie. So I may put her email address specifically on an external one. If they're trying to reach me about something on the website, I may include another contact from upstairs who handles the website, or at least coordinate with them. I know when I went on a longer break internally, I had already prepped her to hey, I know a couple people who may have web changes, so contact them. So just kind of get people, set those expectations is the bottom line, I suppose. So right now we've got an automatic reply turned on to kick on today at 3:30 till tomorrow at 3:30. You can that's awesome. You can have it block off your calendar so no one tries to book a meeting with you. And if they do, you decline it automatically. That's kind of cool. Or if you have any meetings currently in that period, maybe this is an emergency. I've got to clear my calendar. I've got a medical emergency that I have to deal with. I'm not going to be here for the next 3 days or week or whatever. You can click decline and cancel on meetings, and it'll just clear your calendar for that period. That's kind of cool. But this will be sent inside your organization, and this will be sent outside. Anything you want to write here will be sent to them. I think internally, I've noticed that it only sends one email. So if I'm out and Jamie emails me 2 different emails, it will email her back the first time to say, hey, Kyle's got auto reply, and then Jamie has seen the auto reply. So when she sends another email 2 hours later or whatever, she doesn't keep getting the same auto reply. So if you do need to email someone who has automatic reply on, don't think that, like, oh, I'm going to get all of these automatic replies over and over again. It will, not always, it will, for this internal piece, not do that every time. I don't know if it's set to outside. If it does it, I think it will do it every time. This is just me thinking. I'm not 100% sure, but I've sent poor Jeff a few emails. I'm like, hey, when you get back, look at this. When you get back, look at this. And so, and it always pops up. If you notice, if you try to send an email to somebody who has an out of office on in Outlook, it'll have a little note at the top saying, hey, just so you know, some people in this email are sending out of office emails, which is very handy if people are on extended leave. And if they've put someone else to contact, I mean, you can still send it to the original person, but you can CC or add someone else onto that message that may be able to handle that while they're away. So that's been helpful even this week. That's been very helpful. So thank you, Mike. Yeah, so that is how you do an out of office on the web version. I'm going to show screenshots of how to do it on the desktop version because I have a different version of Outlook. But you would go to this area. So in Outlook, in the top left corner, you've got settings or Outlook button, and then when you click that file button, then you get this slew of settings here, and one of these options is right under account settings is automatic replies. Click on that, then it brings you to a window that says send automatic replies, send only during this time, here are the time slots, and then very similar, just a different look of that. And I believe they'll even have I'm pretty sure they have the option as well to click what do internal versus external people see on that. I have new Outlook. I don't know how they're rolling that out, but mine doesn't have a file button at the top left corner. Instead, you would go very much like the web, and there's a little cog up here and automatic replies. Turn on automatic replies. Look familiar? So pretty similar on the new Outlook version as well. So yeah, just wanted to give an update around how to set up out of office. It totally helps. I definitely recommend anytime you're going to be out where things are expected to come to you and they need to go somewhere else, or just to say, hey, I'm not going to be able to get to it. It's a good idea to set those expectations.